So we got our first stub sale for MLB The Show 21. Unfortunately, it's only on PlayStation and not on Xbox. Only on PlayStation, I believe, because it's a PlayStation promotion from Days of Play, not because SDS said, okay, let's only benefit PlayStation and let's not do anything for Xbox. I believe if it was up to SDS, they would make it on both Xbox and PlayStation, and they have an opportunity to do so. So SDS, the ball is in your hands. Shout out to Caleb Miner. He was the first one to inform me about this through a Reddit post that he found. But let's talk about what a stub sale is. So let's say you normally would buy 150,000 stubs for $100 on the PlayStation Store. With a stub sale, it's off 30%, meaning that you're going to be able to get this for $70. The same thing is going to go for $67,500. If you would normally buy it for $50, now you would be able to get it for $35 in total. And now you might be wondering to yourself, what exactly is this going to do to the community market? Like, how is it going to affect it? How is it going to affect whether I should sell cards or not? We're going to get into that together. We're going to talk about 85 to 89s and then 90 and above when it comes to live series. And then we're going to talk about legends and flashbacks as well. But before we hop into that, please make sure to hit that like button. Please make sure to hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials if you want to be notified whenever I do go live. We go live each and every single day at 1 a.m. Eastern. And then if you turn on the channel notifications, you should get that notification as well that we went live on the channel. We also have launched our Discord on the channel, so if you want to join the Discord, it's gonna be a link inside the description. Shout out to Nate, he helped me a ton in setting up the Discord, and shout out to Mari as well. He went ahead and helped out a ton as well. Now if you would like to become a member, it's that join button next to that red subscribe button or the link inside the description. Now Mike Trout, he's already scaling up in price. The last two times I checked him, he was at 388k sell now. Now he's at 410k sell now. I'm gonna predict that he goes up above 450k. I would go as far as to predict that his peak is gonna be somewhere along the lines of 500k, if not above 500k. And now you might be saying to yourself, how in the world would he be selling for 500k? Well, listen to this, right? If you're on PlayStation, if you got the stub sale going on, what are you going to do? You're going to buy stubs to complete the collections. One of the biggest collections gatekeeper is Mike Trout. So you buy 450k worth of stubs, you go ahead and buy him instantly. Mike Trout is one of the most difficult cards to obtain in the game because he comes from the packs. And in the packs, even though it doesn't state it directly in MLB The Show, I believe that the 90 and above diamonds are much more rarer to pull than the 85 to 89 overall diamonds. So with that in addition to it, it's going to be even harder to actually go ahead and pull Mike Trout. And with everyone buying stubs and purchasing Mike Trout, what this allows to happen or creates is an effect where there are going to be less Mike Trouts to sell inside the community market. Since there are less Mike Trouts to sell, now the buyer needs to put in more stubs in order to get him sold instantly, and they're gonna have more stubs available to put in since they just went ahead and bought stubs at a discount. And now the seller, knowing that the buyer can buy stubs easily for a discount, is now going to put Mike Trout at a higher price. He's gonna put Mike Trout at a higher price, not only because he knows that the buyer is gonna be able to buy stubs, but also because there are less Mike Trouts inside the community market, since everyone is gonna go ahead and just jump the gun and try to buy him as soon as possible. So I see Mike Trout and all the 90 overalls live series players, I see them all increasing. Ronald Acuna Jr., I see him going up to 300k. I believe each and every single one, even Freddie Freeman, it's gonna have the same effect where these players, since a lot of people are looking to complete collections, they're going to go ahead and try to buy them outright. Right after they buy stubs, they go ahead, buy them outright, and then it creates less of these players inside the community market, less of these players in Diamond Dynasty that aren't locked in, which then allows you to go ahead and sell him for a much higher price, and it allows the buyers to be able to go ahead and put a higher bidding for that card as well. Like, look at that. Jacob, he's already 160k, 167k, and it's 4:30 in the morning right now. So imagine when the market starts to heat up, imagine when everyone starts waking up, imagine when the kids start stealing their parents' credit cards in order to buy stubs. Just imagine that. The prices are just going to continue to go ahead and skyrocket. Now, when we talk about the 85 to 89 overalls in terms of live series, usually due to history, I'm gonna predict that these cards, they deflate in value. Now, certain cards are not gonna deflate in value. Like, I highly doubt Aaron Judge is gonna deflate in value big time, because Aaron Judge, he's gonna be predicted to hit a 90 overall, which then pushes him to the high tier, makes him harder to obtain. Same thing with Fernando Tatis Jr. He's gonna hit 90 overall, pushes him to the high tier, gonna be more difficult to obtain. Then we talk about someone like Nolan Arenado. He's predicted to hit 90 overall, pushes him to the high tier, more difficult to obtain. And then everyone else above them, or below them actually, it's 4 o'clock in the morning and I just finished streaming, so that's probably why I can't talk too much. But everyone else below them is probably gonna drop some in price, but this is the first year we have a cross-platform market, which means Xbox and PlayStation. So what could occur is that, like never before seen, all these cards could just continue inflating, just like the 90 and above. But the 90 and above, those are usually the cards that really just take off. Fernando Tatis Jr., I see his price going up because I see a lot of people wanting to either A, invest in him, or B, knowing that he's going to get upgraded, they know he's going to get more expensive once he becomes a 90 overall. So why not get him right now? It's going to create less Tatis Juniors inside the community marketplace, going to make him more expensive. Aaron Judge, he's going to follow the same formula. People are going to want to get him now while he's cheap. It's going to create less Aaron Judges. It's going to go ahead and inflate his card. Nolan Arenado, all of those as well. But then when you talk about cards like Bryce Harper, Steven Strasburg, and all these other cards, not Aroldis Chapman, I think his price is going to continue to increase as well. But then when you talk about all these other cards that don't really have a future when it comes to getting upgraded or hitting that high tier, these cards, they're going to drop in value. Why? Because people do either two things whenever a stub sale goes on. They either A, and this is the best thing to do, they buy stubs, buy the players needed for the collections, complete the collections, call it a night. Or B, they feed to their gambling addiction, they buy stubs, they go to the pack section, and they buy packs in hopes to pull these high tier diamonds and make their stubs back. Now, what happens when they don't pull those high tier diamonds? They usually end up pulling Brandon Woodruffs, they usually end up pulling Aaron Nolas and Walker Buehlers, and then what occurs right there? They lose stubs, and in order to make the stubs back, to buy more packs and get that final Mike Trout pull, they start selling them. And since the market is going to be overinflated with 85 to 89s, that's why I predict that those cards will drop. Now, when it comes to the legends and flashbacks in general, legends and flashbacks, they're going to go up in price. Like each and every single legend and flashback, they're going to go up in price because on Friday there is going to be a new collection reward. And the question asked on the schedule is, how many legends and flashbacks do you have? So prospect cards, those are flashbacks. Topps Now cards, those are flashbacks. And then you have the inning program cards, those are flashbacks, and legends as well. So make sure you guys are staying tuned to that. The prices of these cards are gonna inflate, and just to show you all that I am not just talking, when you go to the content schedule right here, it says the new collection. So it could be a new collection reward where it comes out with the 97 to 90 overall diamond. That's my prediction to it. And you need to have X amount of flashbacks, X amount of legends. And whenever that drops on Friday, the prices are gonna go up. But right now is probably the best time to jump in and start making your stubs, because as I said, I've been predicting a stub sale coming for a long time, and it finally has come. Now, if you did end up enjoying today's content, once again, hit that like button or subscribe button, turn on the channel notifications, join the Discord. The link is inside the description. It says Discord and then the link. And then make sure you follow me on all my socials so you can be notified whenever I do go live. Become a member of the channel if you would like to by pressing that join button or the link inside the description. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I will catch you all on the next one. Peace out.